Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV live on YouTube and Periscope, which means it's also live on Twitter. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're always all doing well, as I always do under these very, very difficult circumstances. So guys, as always, let's start the conversation off, because I can see there's a couple of people watching this video. So I hope you guys are all well as always. So make your presence known. Foshizi, there's a surprise. Hello, mate. Good to see you. Hope you're doing all right. I'm very, very glad it's Friday. I hope you are as well, mate. It's been a long week this week. It's been a very, very difficult week this week. I've made a few boo-boos at work. Quite in some of them quite embarrassing, if I'm completely honest with you. But yeah, it's been a weird one. It's been a weird one. But guys, for those that are just, I'll wait for you guys to catch up, because there's a few more coming into the chat, which is always good. Always good to see you. Good to see you guys as always. Yep, here we go. PB West Ham. Hello, mate. Welcome. Harrison. Hello, mate. How are you? Here to monitor the chat. Yeah. So you got Harrison's going to be on your back, guys. So behave yourselves. You don't want to cross him. But guys, for everyone that's watching, because there's a few more people trickling in now, which is good. It's always good to see that. So welcome everybody. Happy Friday afternoon. It's Friday. For those that are still working, we don't have to think about work for another 2.5 days. Beautiful, brilliant. I can't wait. It's brilliant. Danny's back. Hello, mate. So Henry is back. I should say hello, Gazer. Nice to see you again. And Rocky Spence, great to see you too, fella. Very, very good. Listen to the man. Everyone like for good luck. So we've got 12 people in the chat already. That's good. That's good. And Greg's back. Nice to see you again, Greg. Hope you're okay, mate. I'm glad you come back. Right, so let's start things off, because obviously over the last few days I've asked you guys to confirm what you've been doing to pass the lockdown. I've asked you what music you've been listening to. If you've been listening to any tunes today, let me know. I've been asking what TV programs you've been watching. If there's anything new you've been started to watch, again, let me know. And also yesterday I asked you what computer games you've been playing. So guys, let me know what you've been doing today to pass over the time. Pass the time and make sure that everything isn't really affecting this, because let's face it, guys, mental health is very, very important, especially under these very, very difficult circumstances. Because at the end of the day, for those that are furloughed, or for those that are just not working at all, for that matter, and are taking the government's advice seriously as I am, these four walls can be very, very daunting and haunting a lot of the time when you're stuck in, day out. Apart from doing, going out for your exercise, going food shopping. It was a little bit heartbreaking. It was a little bit heartbreaking to see that the death rate has gone up again. It's like 738, I think they were saying. So that's a little bit. It's a bit heartbreaking, really. Harrison says he's been playing PS4 and listening to his music on his Alexa. PB says he's been doing FIFA on career mode. And Harrison says he's having to do work. Yeah, all right, mate, whatever. And PB saying the same thing, schoolwork. Rocky has been saying, give my car a waterless wax wash today. Good vibes. Cool. Excellent. Right, so to kick things off, guys, I want to get your thoughts on quite a few things, as always. First and foremost, I don't know if you have noticed recently, but this morning it was confirmed that Niche Solutions, the company that sponsored the sleeves of the West Ham women's team, the They've donated 120 litres of hand sanitizer for the West Ham United Foundation to give it to its community partners, which is basically going to be going out to those that are homeless, people that are using food banks, etc., etc. I think this is a fantastic idea. And guys, let me know your thoughts on these subjects as always, because I say I really think that's a fantastic idea from the club to do that. You know, to make sure that people are feeling well and going out and doing that. As I said, I've not been able to criticise the club for how they've been handling the PR when it comes to this. Hey, Big Baz, how are you, pal? I'm good, mate. Thanks. I hope you're all right, mate. Listen to your podcast with Dave and X this morning while I was working. Got a really good subject to talk about. Off the back of that, with the exclusive you guys got. So, yeah. Really look. In actual fact, I might actually just say it now. Funny enough, but guys, to say first and foremost, Harrison is saying that's really kind. I feel sorry for those who are homeless. Agreed, mate. This is not true. Very perfect. Good to hear you. Well, yeah, you're not Big Baz anymore, mate, but you're always going to be a big man to me. But yeah, honestly, I am blown away how much weight you've lost, man. You look. Honestly, when I said that on your Instagram post the other day, that was it Facebook, one of the two, that you look like a completely different person, and you do, mate. You look totally different in that picture. So fair play to your son. Fair play to you. You've worked really hard, and you know, and hats off to you. And likewise, well done with the channel as well. You got some great content, some beautiful content that's been going up recently. Very good. So I'm glad you've been paying attention to what everyone else has been doing. But seriously, mate, no, it's superb, absolutely superb. He says, yeah, about his weight loss. Yeah, I'm not finished yet, mate. I don't want you being thinner than me. Yeah, let's make sure that happens now. Yeah, thanks, buddy. It means a lot. D. Lee says, always listening to Morrissey, yet even watched an evening with Freddie Starr. I'm an old git. And Steve, hello, Steve. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're all right. Same as you, my friend. Cheers, fella. Greg Paul says he hasn't heard of your channel. Orange United is his favourite. Fair enough, but go check it out. No, Lee, no, Harry, they can't because they would have been blocked. So unless they come out under another one, that's fine. You know, I didn't. I just blocked them straight away. But anyway, guys, anybody else thinking of give your opinion on these solutions, given 120 litres of hand sanitizer out to basically to West Ham United, so it's the United Foundation, so it's going to be going out to the local community, including those that are homeless. I think it's a beautiful touch by them. So while we're talking about that, I'll come on to the exclusive that Baz had on his channel last night, earlier today. Now, as you know, unfortunately, there wasn't any West Ham Way podcast because their guest that they had to come on wasn't able to make it in time, which is a real shame. I had a brilliant question for the guest as well, but so X and Dave were on the podcast, and it was really entertaining. Some very funny stories that were being kicked about, and one of the things X mentioned after they were talking about agents, and you know, it's good to see that we all share the same opinion about agents and stuff, and you know, about the Sunderland Till I Die program as well. Really exposed how bad agents can get. And X was saying that Haksabanovic was part of the Arnie deal. Now that really surprised me. But guys, because I know he really didn't sit in all that well with West Ham's plans, unfortunately. But Haksabanovic, I thought, was an absolutely top-class player. I thought he was brilliant when he came on. Wasn't really given the chance enough, in my opinion. But yeah, you know, it was. So, guys, let me know what your thoughts on Sean Haksabanovic. Foshi Easy says, Clout Blue Army is a new channel. Great content. Hats off to Baz. Yeah. Harrison, I'm not sure what you're talking about there, mate. Let's not start that conversation again. So Baz, what do you think? Sofian, Hello, Gazer. Nice to see you back again. Hope you're doing all right. Harrison, loads of people put stuff that people are nonsense in the chat. Doesn't mean it's true. PB says he could have been good. Agreed. Yeah. Really, really think he did. Really think he could have been cool. I leave for one day and it all kicks off. Baz says didn't see enough of him to be fair, but didn't do a lot wrong when he had chances. Yeah, agree. Here we go. Straight away. Fake account. Not Baz, obviously, but yeah, that was the fake account. So that person's now been blocked as well. First, Haksabanovic has a lot of potential. We should give him another go. Look good against England. Yes, mate. I was absolutely blown away by how good that kid was. Really, really good. Agreed, mate. He was. Greg, it's a fake account. As I literally just said, it's a fake account. So there's a lot of them floating about. There's a fake version of this channel as well floating around as well. Greg, sorry, mate. Again, are you listening to what we're saying here? It is a fake account. Yeah, that Irons United is a fake account. And there's even Fo saying the comment right above the one that you sent. It's a troll. Okay. But yeah, so also in the news today, it was, as I said yesterday, it was review time for the Premier League teams to talk about when they're comfortable with the football restarting. They met today, and they've deferred the decision on return to work. That's right, the return to football, because they said, and I quote out of the article, they are seeking government advice to do that. Sofian, don't worry, it's a troll. Stop asking who Leah is. It's a troll. Henry says we don't spend enough money in the market and we let players go without looking at them. Agreed. Neil, hello, mate. Good to see you. Hope you're all right. Well, okay. Well, if you speak to her on Twitter, then why she come in saying all the things that got her blocked? Yeah, saying about me being a kiddie fiddler and stuff. Come on, think about it. I know you weren't here, but that's why. Rick Cogger, hello, mate. Hope you guys are a lot okay. Now I've got to go back to work. See you guys next week. Take care, mate. All the best. Regal C. Was Frank Lampard your best player? If he'd have stayed around properly, yes, he would. He could have been all. He could have actually been. He could have been. Sophie, and the topic is the same topic every single day, mate. You ask me questions, I ask you questions, we both answer. But as I said, I've already asked the question on it. So your thoughts on Haksabanovic for one? PB says, do you think Matty Cash could be good for us? I don't know, mate. To be honest with you, I did a video about the rumor when the bid was lodged about him in January, because it's still a story about January. It's nothing new. There's been no report. There's been nothing going on with him over the last 3 to 4 months. But yeah, I haven't seen the kid play. I've just seen people's reactions. There's a couple of Forest fans that put a comment in about that as well. He was good. Apparently he's a very, very good player. One of their key players. A lot of players have said that if Forest don't get promotion soon, he could move on. And I say could because it's a hypothetical. You know, it's a suggestion. So you never know. You never know. Ankitam, see, this is what I'm saying. Ankitam, welcome back, mate. He comes back once every 2 days. So I swear you make preparation, you make all of your notes for the next couple of days. Rice to Chelsea ain't going to happen, mate. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Okay, so Pablo Fornals has done a very, very good interview recently. He said, I needed a few months, but I think now I have been having good games, creating good chances and scoring goals. This is a conversation he had with Sky Sports. Prior to the lockdown, I was really feeling good because I was playing well. The intensity in England is very hard. The people here prefer you to attack every time, pass the ball and control the game, which we know he can do. We saw that in the youngsters Euros last summer. I think it's the aggression of the players, the chances in every game. So I'm happy to learn about these kinds of things. I recommend all Spanish players to come here and learn about these things. You can't explain to this is what I love this bit. You can't explain to anybody the intensity of this league and this culture. You need to see it. I come from a small city. So for me, London is like a whole country. I absolutely love that. Guys, I want to get your thoughts. I want to get your thoughts on Pablo Fornals. And yeah, as straight away, Sofian says Pablo Fornals over Manuel Lanzini. Agreed, mate. Lanzini, I've got an absolute complete soft spot for, unfortunately, still to this day. But yeah, Pablo all day of the week for me. And very easy, big short. You're trying to summon the Walsh again, aren't you, mate? Eh? The Wolf Walsh. And Sofian, quite as I would imagine he would say, I absolutely love Fornals. BB, good question. Should we sell Lanzini? Guys, put your thoughts down about that. Should we sell him? Fornals is class, is PB. Sofian, I've fallen in love with him since that Chelsea game. Agreed, mate. I was there, and it was unbelievable. I turned around to my mate and went, "Yes, we should, 100%." Harrison says, "Yes, we should." Len, hello, mate. Good to see you. I really like Fornals. I think he will continue to grow. He will continue to progress, and he seems to have a great attitude. Yeah. Hey, Charlie. Well, he's here. Charlie isn't here. There he is, as always, like Beetlejuice. Say his name 3 times, and here he comes. Hello, Charlie, mate. Hope you're all right. Thoughts on Fornals? Vo says, yes, I'd sell Lanzini. He's suffering from post-traumatic stress syndrome. And Ankitam says, but I think Chelsea don't need Rice. Doesn't need Rice. We have enough midfielders in the club and many upcoming midfielders through the academy who are currently on loan. Agreed, mate. 100%. That's why I said it's not gonna go for it. It's not gonna happen. Henry Richards says, do you think that club owners will lend money to clubs to see them get through hard times? I hope so. I really, really hope so. I know that the Premier League have loaned money out to the lower leagues, but that's the thing. It's coming from clubs anyway. They're all there. So technically, yes, they have put a bit of a put a bit of money in towards it as well. Sophie says, I was telling my dad he is a young player from a whole different country. Agreed. Henry says, yes, we should sell Lanzini. Sophie says it's always going to be hard. He's referring to the league. It's a Diop to Spurs. Well, I did click on it, Sofian. It's this up to Spurs. I can't see it. I can see it from a bigger perspective, but in terms of the actual deal itself, I can't see it. Charlie Walsh says Man United need Rice way more than Chelsea. Agreed. I watched Gio's video just before going live. Very, very good video about that. Very good video where he's comparing what clubs he thinks could do with him. Wally Wall says, I like Fornals' work effort. Not sure about Lanzini's effort lately. Agreed. 100%. PB says, asks thoughts on stands moving closer. I can't wait for it. Problem is, me and everybody that's in the Bobby Moore lower and the Trevor Brooking lower are probably going to get soaked, especially if it was raining like today. God, the roof doesn't cover us properly enough as it is. I mean, we get a little bit of splatterings here and there, but not a lot. But look, apparently the seats are going to be moving a little bit further, so I'm getting soaked. So I'm going to buy myself a West Ham cagoule. Harrison says we should sell Yarmolenko, Lanzini, Anderson, Sanchez, and more. They're all lazy. Not there, as in over there. They are there. Yeah, they are all lazy. I see. Teaching a 12-year-old how to type. Rice wants to play with his buddy Mason Mount. No, could be the dream partnership. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. He said it a few times he'd like to, but he's his best mate. Of course, he's going to want to say yes. He wants to work with him. I did a video about that, Regal. Go and have a watch after this, of course. When I was talking about that. Foe agrees with Charlie. Rice to Man U is more likely. Bloody hell, everyone's jumping in today, which is good. Harrison says stands need to be close to the pitch. Nothing like a football stadium at the moment. It's never going to be a football stadium in its current guise. Even if it is moved 5 or 6 feet forward, it's just not going to happen. Sofian says no to Charlie. The fans don't rate him, and Mark Goldbridge said he is the most overrated player in the Premier League. I mean, who listens to Mark bloody Goldbridge? But that's Charlie's opinion and opinion of quite a lot of people here, Sofian. Yeah, he is more suited to how Man United do, and I'll leave you two to have that conversation in the chat. Ben, hello mate, good to see you. Hope you're doing all right. Fornals can be a super player if he gets time. He's getting it, mate. He's getting it. Really is getting it. Sofian asks, have you seen Fornals singing Bubbles on Instagram Live? It's so funny. I saw something very similar to that a few weeks back. Sofian's asks, says, I'm not going next season, but I sit in the Bobby Moore upper. Well, not at the moment. As things stand at the moment, mate, none of us are. Here we go, Wally. Stands not too close. Need room for the cheerleaders. Harrison says they need to buy it. Your spelling. Before they do any work, they lied saying they would. They haven't. No, that's not strictly speaking true, Harry. That's not strictly speaking true. It was. We were originally going to buy it, but Spurs, and Leyton Orient, and there was one other. There was 3 club. There was 3 businesses in total were against it. Were against it, and it happened. So it went to court, and now it's going to rent. Now we've had no choice but to rent it. So if Barry Hearn and Daniel Levy and whoever the other idiot was had shut up, it would be our stadium. We would own it outright, I reckon. But anyway, that's the way the world goes. Anki Tam asked, do you think Premier League will return on the 8th of June? Personally, I don't think it will. I don't think it is at all, mate. It was, as I said earlier at the start of this video, this live stream, sorry, I should say, that the Premier League have met today and have deferred on a decision for a start date. So there's no way we're going to see anything anywhere near June, I reckon. I do. Bearing in mind that Aguero has come out today saying most of the players are scared to resume football. Baz made a very, very good point on his podcast about it as well, and because from loads of other players, including Glenn Murray, has said it as well, that I don't want to infect my family, my kids. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, I do know, mate. I know. Yeah, it's because you need to slow down with your typing, mate, and think about what you're doing. That's what's happening. Foshi said, Man United hierarchy don't really care what Fo's isn't that better either. What their fans think of a player's ability is about marketing and management's view. 100%, Fo, 100%, and that applies to all clubs in the Premier League, all clubs in the Championship, and probably League One and League Two. To be honest with you, it's not about football anymore. That's the absolutely awful thing. Jesus Christ, this chat's going quickly. Everyone's chatting. I love it. It's brilliant. PB says, if Rice were to leave, how much would you want? Over 100 million, as far as I'm concerned, mate. Greg Paul asks, what does it say on your T-shirt? This is the T-shirt for the playoff final against Blackpool on the 12th of May in 2012, 2 days after my 32nd birthday. So it's, I know you might be able to say it, but it's Empire playoff final, Wembley Stadium, 12th of May 2012. Ben's there. Charlie Walsh, I really like with Tomine, to be fair. Different kind of player, but I really like him. I'm not going to disagree with you, Charlie. He's a player that I really, really do like. Max Aarons, I really, really want from Norwich. I really, really do. I think he'd be brilliant for us. Excuse me, if we didn't have the likes of Ngakia cementing himself, Ben Johnson possibly breaking through. I'm hoping at some point in the next 15, 18 months. Rebecca, hello, Donnan. Good to see you. Hope you're all right. Henry says get Jack out as well. I'm guessing he refers to Wilshere. Where are we? Yeah, Regal C asks if they are moving stands forward, will they make them standing like Man U are planning? Probably, actually. I mean, it's still going to be seats, but yeah, that's a good point, guys. Would you welcome sectional standing at the London Stadium or in the Premier League in general, for that matter? I'm all for it. Spurs already do it before anybody says, because their stands are collapsible. Their seats in the stands are collapsible, so you can stand there. I mean, I got a really, really funny story for you guys, and I'm sure my mate won't mind me saying it. When we because I was there for Antonio's win just over a year ago. Antonio's goal that won the game, I should say. And it went mental when that ball went in the back of the net. Absolutely mental. And all I saw was my mate Steve, who I went with. He dropped his phone, right? So he went to pick it up because someone was jumping about on it. And all I saw were his legs up like that. I was like, who the fuck's this? And it was him. He was clambering for his phone. You could see he had one hand going for his phone and the other hand going, yeah. It was brilliant. So funny. But he'd gone over the bar. Because it's all barred where the seats are, but it's really, really good. Sofian says, have you seen Aguero raging over FIFA? No, I haven't. So you need to give us a bit more context of what you're referring to there. Bloody hell, I'm struggling to keep up with this. No wonder Gio and that lot don't you refer to it as much as I am. No, like they need to stop promising us that the seats would be close to the pitch. That he only said it once. They've only just got rid of that green thing around the running track. It's on top of the running track is what you were referring to. Beggar, we all tickety boo. It's Friday evening now, I should say. And I hope you're all right as well. Tom Ball asks Cantwell and Aarons. Tommy, good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, I'd absolutely. Well, if you watched Gio and Gonzo's video today with Gonzo playing as Norwich, I think he might have a bit of a different opinion of Cantwell now after that game. Sofian says favorite football commentary of all time. Oh, I'm guessing you mean slight little bits rather than just the entire 90 minutes of. But I would have to say, it's got to be the 66 World Cup. You can't get much better than that. There's some people running on the pitch. They think it's all over. It is now. It's brilliant. I absolutely love that. PBR says, would you buy a different left back? Yes, 100%. We need to, as much as I love Masuaku, he needs to go very, very quickly. Because we need decent left backs. We need someone who's going to really push on for Creswell. Ashley, Miles, hello mate, good to see you. Bloody everyone's in tonight. Fucking hell, it's like getting the band back together. How much wood does a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would chuck wood? Hope I did that all right for you, mate. Baz says, and then we'd have no roof. I get wet in row 3 now when it rains. Yeah, that's fine, mate. Because I remember coming down and talking to you early part of the season. Don't touch it until they own it and then redevelop it. Spot on there, fella. Francis King, welcome, mate. Can we end all videos with a Oasis song from now on, please? Round Our Way was so good. Thank you very much, mate. For context, when I was doing the live watch along for the Italia 90 semi-final, I'd had a few beers, if I'm honest. and I sung a couple of numbers, if I remember right. Well, just about, yeah. But I will be, as I said, Francis. One of the targets is say that if we get to 1,600 subscribers within the next 9 days, I'll do a concert for you guys live. It's not just me and the guitar. I'll be singing a few songs. It'll probably be about 20 minutes, about half an hour max. So yeah, but because that'll happen again, mate. Trust me. Harrison says chat's been all right tonight, but I'm still keeping an eye out. Good lad, thank you very much. There's plenty of time. Favorite commentary: Neville Champions League Torres goal. Yes, that's cool. That is cool. I must admit that was quite good. Ben Davis says he's all in favour of standing areas. I had a funny feeling you might be, mate. Fo Shizi said you must be the only who loves Masuaku, not even his mum. No, I said as much as I'd love him, we need to sell him because he's had his moments. He's had his moments. Otherwise he wouldn't have had that song that he's better than Lukaku. I mean, he's not. It wasn't even that season, but it was quite an ironic song to sing, as we always do. Lucas Sheriff, hello, mate. Good evening. Hope you're all right. Miles Austin, thoughts on players possibly wearing masks? It's farcical, absolutely farcical. As who was it? I was reading today who said it. Yeah, it was one of the football managers. Said it was absolutely farcical, and I agree. Yeah, clout and blue ones would be cool. Darren Higgins has got a few of those. What's everyone's favourite Oasis song? Everyone knows mine because I've sung it. Tom, not right now, mate. But I say, get us to share the channel out on Twitter, mate, and get us to 1,600, and then we will. Bane masks, maybe, says Ben Davis. That'd be cool. I like the idea of that. PB says they need to sort out singing areas. Think that would sort out atmosphere to a degree, mate. Yes, I agree. Like, for example, the crazy corner that we used to have between the Trevor Brooklyn and the what we all refer to as the Doc Martin stand. Yeah, that was brilliant. Ben's favourite song is Cigarettes and Alcohol. May do that for you, mate. Depends. 2.5, mate. Whatever. See the sun and listen up for me. Listen up, I absolutely love as well. Very difficult to play on for an acoustic, but Fo's easy. Don't Look Back in Anger, which is one of the songs on the set list, Fo. So get sharing, mate. Get this channel to 1,600 and you'll hear me do it. JP does great Oasis covers, to be fair. Bex, you've heard nothing yet. JP is a musician. Yep. I used to be a lead singer for 2 bands. I used to be the songwriter for one of them, and rhythm guitar for both of them, technically, because I used to crack the guitar out for a couple of times. Regal C, players wearing masks. Check if you were still playing would look like Batman. Brilliant. I love that. I think he still is, isn't he? Is he retired now? I don't know. I can't remember. Foshizi hashtag JP sing for us. Harrison's favourite is Wonderwall. It does a turn on his guitar. Thanks, Bex. That's very nice of you to say so. Right, so now we've got everything caught up with. Funny enough, Rebecca, I don't know if you saw the This Is Football article, but yeah, our comments about Reece Oxford are in the article. I was supposed to say wasted talent, but it just says waste talent. But guys, let me know. Let me know who's let me know your thoughts on Reece Oxford, because it's been a debate, hotly discussed debate and topic for the last 4 years. Greg, I hope that's not about me, about my dad. Because my dad's been dead for a decade, mate. Tom Ball, whatever, is an absolute banger. Agreed, 100%. She's Electric, Henry. Yes, it's a cracking tune. It's a really, really good band called Elastic Waistband, and they do a sort of skiffle version of it, and you have to hear it. You have to hear it. Next time I see him live and they do it, I'll record it and put it up on my Twitter. It's absolutely brilliant. Steve Price said anything Scar, Rugger, lovers for me. Yeah, Scar's quality as well. I mean, I'm looking a bit like a Scar bother boy with this haircut at the minute. Harrison's asked, what happened to your second account where you did your music? I've not been able to get back on it, mate, to be honest with you. I'm trying to recover the password. I haven't used it for 2 years and I can't remember what password I used. So if I get furloughed, which is probably not going to happen, but if it does, then I will be doing a lot of videos on the second one. I might try and set it up again as well. Ryan Pope. What about YMCA by the Village People? Not on an acoustic, mate. No way. Maybe down the pub after about 12 or 15 pints, but not on the acoustic. Maybe think they should get some of the old stalls at Upton Park at the London Stadium. Yeah, not a bad shout, mate. Not a bad shout. We all miss it massively. Tom says about Reece Oxford, I think he was just obviously massively overhyped. Agreed, he only had one and a half games with us. What a debut, though. What a debut. What an absolute debut. Regal C says, I'm guessing my password is B. It's not. No. Keep guessing, but no. That is definitely not one of those. Okay, what else? Alan Devonshire has done an interview with the Maidenhead Advisor, saying that football isn't that important at the moment in relation to when the Premier League should start. So he continues to go on to say, not when you've got thousands of people dying. I'm not really in the mood to talk about football. It's not important. People are dying all the time, and I don't think we should be talking football. That's how I see it. Let's get everyone healthy, and then we can worry about football after that. Everyone's got their own agenda, but those agendas shouldn't come into it. Football doesn't really matter at the moment, and I don't really have anything else to say in it when people are dying. I'm more worried about people's health. Of course, I'm missing it. It's my job. But I'm more worried about other things at the moment. We're in a strange world, and I'm the same as everyone else. I just want to see some light at the end of the tunnel. And fair play to Devs for saying that. Absolutely fair play to saying that. Bex, come on! I know you're kidding about with that one. I'm not even going to put that one up. Tom Ball says that's a cracking idea, having a music channel. Well, it was basically called JPTV, where I talked about did some movie reviews. I did a couple of soundtrack reviews as well. I did a weekly thoughts of news articles as well. I'm going to really try and get it up as much as I can. I picture JP as more of an accountant instead of a rock star. Fortunately, mate, I'm neither. I'm unfortunately, depending on your point of view. But yeah, I've had my moments. If you want to know what Wally, go to the Christmas 12 Days of a West Ham Christmas playlist, and on day 5 or day 6, I did a video of my top 5 or I think it's my top 5. Yeah, day 5, top 5 West Ham chants, and I play them on the guitar, so you can hear me sing and see what everyone's talking about. When we go back to singing on the pitch, singing pitch mode. When we go back, get you singing pitch mode, mate. I'm all, I'm all for that. Be quality to do that. It's never going to happen. I'm not big enough for that, unfortunately. Henry says Oxford, big shame, just went all to his head. Foshizi said Oxford had a good game, overhyped and was poorly advised. 100%. Bex asked, you had a music channel? Kind of just already explained it. Do you play anything else but the guitar? I used to play the harmonica, but was crap at it. Absolutely awful. I mean, I did all right, but it was nothing really. So at best, I play the recorder. I'm not going to say the joke that's in my head. It was a line from Richard, whatever his name is, from Right Said Fred, again showing my age. Every time you come on, Bex, I'm showing my age with stuff. But he was on Never Mind the Buzzcocks, again showing my age there. And he made a joke about an instrument, and I'm not going to say it. Ryan says, look at how JP blushes when he reads Rebecca's comments. Yeah, because she's always annoying the hell out of me half the time. Greg Paul says, I remember that video, it was good, but you got the lyrics of a song wrong. Yes, I know. It was the Christian Daly one. It was the Christian Daly. Yeah, I got one of the lines right, because Nicky Hawkins' cousin talks to me about that when we're down the boats. So yeah, that's what happens. I didn't have the lyrics written down. I just absolutely went for it. What's the joke, JP? I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. That's why I blushed when I read that, because I was just like, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that joke. I might tell her afterwards, but I'm not saying the joke. It was. Yeah. I'm not saying the joke. It'd be funny. And anyway, Harrison, you wouldn't get it anyway, so I can't really say it. So, guys, any more questions? Here we go. Spot on, just as I say it. PB, how do you feel about Gold Sullivan and Brady, and should we do protest ASAP when we go back? PB, I've been at both Hammers United protests. I was there at the first one. I was there for the second. Baz, if he's still about, you'll be able to verify this, especially the second one. So we had a nice, quick but nice chat about it while we were there. My feelings about Gold Sullivan and Brady is the fact that they've stayed too long. They've tried and they've absolutely stayed too long. They really, really have. I watched TIFO or TIFO's video about West Ham being and the project there, and also watched Gio's video about it as well earlier today, and I do think I think the TIFO video is completely right, absolutely completely right, by saying that it is literally down to the fact that West Ham is easily fixable with the right plan and the right direction, and they don't have it. They don't have it. Ryan asks, why wouldn't Harrison get the joke? Well, he's not old enough for one. It's a as the BBC would call it, it's an after watershed joke. So even though this channel isn't done for kids, I know there are kids in the chat, so I'm not going to say it. She'd probably tell me to do one if I said it anyway. I said I get most things, but my spellings. Yeah, I hate to see what your teachers say, mate. I really do. I hate to see what your results, your exam results, are going to be for your spelling. Steve Sprague says, did you watch Behind the Badge? No, mate. I've worked, had dinner. Since you talked about it the other night, all I've done is I've not had enough time because I'm literally doing researching all the time. But I will be watching. I will be watching Behind the Badge this weekend, mate, because I've got the time to do it now. Ben says, "Can you play Right Said Fred track on the on the Obviously walk?" I don't know, mate. I'll give it a track. It's exam results, and Fo saying, "Yeah, Beggy, ask me for what the joke is." I still won't tell you. I'll tell you on Twitter. I won't tell you where. Thoughts on the badge, as in the club badge. Do you know what? Like everybody else, I don't want London on there. Other than that, I think it's fine. I really do think it's fine. It's not as bad as everybody's making it out to be. I mean, we've had this before, not just because this is the playoff final T-shirt. We've had it before. We had it in when Pony was. I mean, we had it for donkey's years without the castle reference. We've had it for absolute donkey's years before it. We had it a couple of times while the badge was on the badge for a little while. But say we had a couple of seasons where we didn't have it. I don't really see all the fuss is about, to be honest with you. Yes, West Ham London is the issue, but it's got the hull of a boat, which the referring to the Thames Ironworks. It's got the crossed hammers, Thames Ironworks hammers on it. It still says West Ham, still claret and blue. Everything else, I don't mind it. I just don't like the London bit on it, like the majority of people. Ryan Pope says, "Do you like Madonna's music?" Yeah, her 80s stuff, some of the 90s, and a few 2000s stuff. Yeah, really, it was a big. I love Madonna's music. And I love the way that it's pulled apart, like a version's pulled apart in Pulp Fiction, not Pulp Fiction, sorry, Reservoir Dogs. Great scene, brilliant scene. Tom says he doesn't really like the badge. The old one was perfection. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Greg says, "I love Madonna, one of my favourite artists." Ryan, top ho. Steve Sprague says, "I really miss the castle, just my opinion." Yeah, everybody does, mate. Yeah, I mean, it looks weird without it, but has a hallmarks as far as I'm concerned. I mean, even your bowling badges doesn't have it on there. I'm not old enough to understand the joke either. Yeah, you wish. Henry says 10 years of going nowhere under them. Going nowhere is also a good Oasis track for that matter. Sorry, Paul Weller track. So I should say Paul Weller track. Going nowhere. Going nowhere on a train, I think, is one of the is an Oasis lyric. Foshizi, just add East to the London. Agreed. Have East there and then London there, maybe. PB says, "When we go back, mate, a whole new section on a museum, and do meet the legend." What legend? I didn't know we had a West Ham museum for that matter. Peter Jones, hello, mate. Good to see you. It's been a while since I've seen you pop up. Good few months, in fact. Me too. Just add East. Yeah. And Wally says, "Add Red Bull to the East." Mate, it's going to just be words the way this conversation's going. Red Bull East London. That would be quite cool. I actually watched. Steve's probably going to hurt me for this, but I did actually watch Vacation last night. Very disappointed in that film. Well, it's not as funny as I remember it being in any shape or form. Ryan Pope says, "Only fans to sponsor." Steve says, funny you should say that, JP. We are doing a new double logo for bowling badges, and that will have the castle on it. Yeah. Very cheesy says, yes, King. RB West Ham United East London. That actually, all jokes aside, though, I think that would look pretty class. I think it would look pretty class. The RB is never going to be there, but yeah. Jay Yaz, hello mate, good to see you. I think it should be West Ham pie mash. Do you know what? That would be funny. That would be funny for the 125th anniversary of a pie mash under the crossed hammers, or have a golden knife and fork. And I know people would absolutely slaughter me for saying that, but that would be cool. That would be quite funny. Tom Ball asks, "What's OnlyFans?" Check out Leonard's Twitter account, mate. That'll show you. Leonard Stars. PB, giving the bowling pub a stand outside the ground. That would be cool. That would be pretty sweet, actually, to be honest with you, because they're redeveloping it, and I think you might actually. I think we're planning to open it around about now, but obviously that's going to be put back a bit. But not bad, not bad. Steve Spragg says would be so much better with East London on it. Yeah. Tom Ball says he's never heard of it. So yeah, you go and have a look at her Twitter account. And cheers, mate. Glad you think I'm a dog. No, she's a good friend of mine, Lena. She's a really good friend. We talk a fair bit. She's a nice girl. Nice girl. So coming up on 52 minutes now, guys. So we're going to start wrapping this up soon. Not nicking Luke's tagline before he finishes. But is there anything else anyone wants to talk about before we do wrap this up? But yeah, so it's the weekend. I mean, not that it makes much of a difference between the normal days nowadays. Friend, and yes, football friend. that's probably going to go up on do the rounds on Twitter now. Greg asks, Ryan Pope's asked, do you pay for OnlyFans or is it free? Don't know, mate. I've never tried to look at it, but Greg Paul says, is Rebecca's JP's girlfriend? She bloody wishes. She wishes. Ryan Pope, is there a connection between me and Rebecca? Yeah, she's a good friend. She's a good friend. How much would you sell Masuaku for? Whatever we get for him, really. Maybe 10, 12 million, possibly. Under normal circumstances, I'd say that we'd probably get more than 5 or 6. Yeah, maybe 5 or 6 million. Also, that's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about. I've just remembered. Lyon apparently are appealing the Ligue 1 decision to suspend it. Yeah, because they're not happy. And also, for that matter, the SPL clubs are due to hold fresh talks about when they're going to resume the SPL. But because there's been a lot of hoo-ha about that recently. Excuse me. I mean, what really annoys me about what everything is talking about what was it? Talking about neutral grounds and for Premier League games to finish is stupid. It's bloody stupid. Rebecca says, I'm a bit young for him, lads. Perfect, Henry. You got the badge spot on, mate. The advertising. East London gives you wings. I love it. That's brilliant. PB West Ham, Rangers or Celtic? Don't know either club well enough. I don't really watch the SPL. Celtic probably for me, because Rangers are everyone's go-to. So yeah. Tom says, yeah, whatever they do, unfortunately, clubs will go down the legal route. Yeah, it is, because some people just all they care about is money, and it's quite clear that that Leon are all they care about is money. Fo says Celtic as well. Yeah. Fo, if you have an Instagram account, let Harrison know. He's going to stalk you. See, Harry, mate, you get yourself on Facebook. Pretty much everybody here is either on Twitter or Facebook. Steve Braggs, do you think Red Bull will take us over? Big Queen of the South fan. I don't think so. I'd like to. I'd like it to happen, but I think the legal rulings about the amount of clubs you can own across the world is that. But yeah, you never know, because they own quite a few clubs as well, and obviously their Formula One involvement and a few other things. I'm sure I read somewhere a few months back that they own a rugby team somewhere. I don't know, I can't remember, but I might be wrong on that. But yeah, I think there's a limit on how many clubs you can own. Tom Ball says, totally moral of any clubs that do that as a result of this crisis. Disgusting, in my opinion. Agreed, Tom. I cannot agree with you more. I've always said that it's profit over people. It always has been and always will be. But I'm glad that Sense has prevailed with the Premier League team so far, because profit over people should be the Premier League's credo. I'm sure it is. I really, really sure it is. JP, opinions on people who don't buy around in the pub? Annoying. If you legitimately can't afford it, then say. Otherwise, yeah, they're just being dicks. And Vo quite understandably said, I'd rather have Red Bull over GSB at the moment. Good point. Good point, Tom. Don't really want Red Bull. Heart of the club's been ripped out enough. Yeah, but they may be able to bring it back at some point. I mean, even David Moyes kind of hinted at it. He likes the Red Bull model of how they run clubs. So you never know, mate. You never know. Harrison says, might give Facebook a try. Yeah, be careful who you add, mate. Just be careful. But yeah, try and probably best to add people slightly older than you. PB West Ham. Oh God, thoughts on half and half scarves? Travesty, to say the least, mate. I don't understand why anybody would buy one. I really, really don't get it. Because the whole point of a scarf is to support the team that you're going to see, not for both. I mean, I get it from tourists' point of view. They put them up on their wall. I went to this game, I went to that game. You got memento and stuff, but not for locals, not for people, not the people like us that go regularly or whenever they can. No, not for me. Absolutely for sure, and I'm sure the majority of the guys in the chat as well are going to say the same thing. It's an absolute travesty that. I mean, there's an old mate of mine, Pies. He thinks they're a jinx. He's got a very, very valid point. Very, very valid point. He thinks that they are a jinx to the football game. 100%. I think they're ugly myself, to be honest with you. Just have a normal scarf or don't have anything. Do you know what I mean? But guys, we're coming up on the hour mark now, so thank you very, very much for your time. It's been great to talk to you all as always. It's been nice to, and here we go. Yeah. Len, are you only going to do Oasis covers for your concert? No, I'm going to do other stuff. And there's a couple of Paul Weller ones I'm working on. There's an Ocean Colour Scene one, Beatles one as well. It's going to be quite a varied thing. BB agrees with me about it being a travesty. Rhyme says, you seem like a bloke who gets the drinks in. Good man. When I've got the cash to, mate, I do. When I do, 100%. Harry says they're shit. Wrong spelling, but yeah. Great show tonight. Thanks, JP. You're welcome, Steve. Thanks, JP. Good fun. Yeah, it has been, Wally. So, and I'm glad you've been able to come back again, mate, for your lunchtime viewing. PB says a good live. Not really sure what you're referring to on that one, mate. But Harrison, I walk past with my dad and say, why would you want to buy a scarf with the other team on? Yeah. And they just play out the season on FIFA. Already happening on Hammers chat, mate. Already happening. Regal C, first timer, enjoyed it. Cheers. Thanks, Regal. Well, follow the channel and on Periscope if you haven't done already. And please also just follow it on YouTube. It does rotate between Facebook and Periscope, but the main crux is on YouTube. So please do follow. How about some country music for your concert? Maybe. Not really into country all that much. I mean, I do like it. I mean, because I'm into folk music as well. I quite like folk music. So yeah, that'd be good. So maybe. Cheers, Fo. I'm glad you enjoyed the show as always, mate. And Rebecca, Wally, yes, get on the country music, JP. Well, we'll see. We've got to get to anywhere near the 1600 first. Thanks everyone for your respectful chat tonight. Back tomorrow night. See you, GP. See you, mate. Foes, JP, seriously, mate, add music to the show. It could really work. We'll see, mate. We'll see. But yeah, guys, thanks very much for watching. As I said, if you like the channel and you're new around here as Regal Seers, then by all means, please do hit the subscribe button on YouTube, or please follow the account on Periscope if you're watching it via Twitter. And also, guys, please do share this content as well, because as I said, because it'd be nice to get up to 1600. It's a bit of an ask because we're at 74 more people within the space of 9 days. But if we can do it, I will definitely be doing it. I'm 100% behind for that. So, guys, thank you very much for your time. For those that are watching the replays, put your comments in the comment section below. Any questions you want to ask, and I will read them out tomorrow when we go live again at 6:30. I'm going to be looking to do it at 6:30 every single night until life's back to normal, so we can all have a bit of a chat, have a bit of banter, and just keep it respectful, of course. But this is going to be this is going to be the end of it. So we're going to be here for a while. So it's going to be difficult to keep this going for however long it's going to be. But we've been doing it for almost a week now, and it's been absolutely brilliant to talk to each and every one of you. And some people I've been wanting to speak to for a while have come back, and it's good. And Tom, it's been brilliant to see you as well. Rebecca as well. Fo, Wally, Henry, Harry, PB, Steve, everybody. It's just brilliant. I love the fact we're all interacting with each other, and it's a good little community we've got here, mate. So, guys, don't break my heart, or achy bricky heart. I just don't think you'll understand. It's all right, guys. See you tomorrow.